The bleak hospital entrance. Automatic doors slide open. Madelyn walks out alone. The wind lifts her long hair. She squints against it. Her footsteps pause. She looks down at the stack of lab results in her hand, her fingertips white from gripping too hard. Doctor's heavy tone. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but you're in the advanced stage of brain cancer. Without surgery, you might have only a year. She pulls out her phone. Fingers pause on the screen for a second, then presses the number she knows by heart. Still no answer. Her fingers begin to tremble slightly. She dials again. The wind picks up. Her hair tangles messily against her face. She doesn't bother brushing it away. She lowers the phone from her ear, looking at the screen, lips pressed tight. She looks up at the gray sky, whispering to herself, I'm running out of time. Is it too much to ask for a little kindness? Standing on the curb, she is as lonely as a tree about to wither. The cold wind cuts through her trench coat, her figure looking especially small in the empty hospital entrance. Tears finally fall, quickly wiped away with the back of her hand. Luxurious but empty bedroom, chandelier casting cold light. The curtains aren't fully drawn, revealing a sliver of night. Noah looms over Madelyn, movements rough and impatient. His shirt is only half unbuttoned, cuffs still neatly fastened, as if this is merely some obligation to fulfill. Madelyn's head hits the headboard with a dull thud. She bites her lip, refusing to cry out. Noah doesn't notice, or perhaps he simply doesn't care. Her brows are tightly furrowed, face deathly pale, cold sweat on her temples. Pain blurs her vision, but she never makes a sound. Finally, Noah rises, coldly pulling away from her. He doesn't even glance at her, heading straight to the wardrobe to change. She curls up on the bed, struggling to open her eyes toward his back. Her vision is blurred. She can only see an outline, but she knows how cold that outline is. Water runs in the bathroom. Noah is showering, as if he's the only person in this room. Noah walks out in fresh clothes, exuding a post-shower freshness. He passes. Madelyn, curled on the floor, pauses for a moment, looks down at her. His gaze sweeps over her pale face, but he doesn't reach out to help, only says coldly, Sadie has returned. I have to see her. Madelyn looks up at him, lips moving, but nothing comes out. Door closes. Footsteps fade. Night. Madelyn curls in bed, sleeping uneasily. Brows furrowed, forehead sweaty. She struggles to sit up, holding her head, stumbling toward the bathroom. Bathroom light flicks on. She grips the sink for support, her reflection in the mirror, deathly pale as a ghost. She opens the medicine cabinet. Trembling hands shake out pills, swallows them dry. No sooner have the pills gone down than her stomach churns. She suddenly lurches over the sink, vomiting violently. First, the pills, then bile, finally just dry heaves. She grips the sink, gasping, lifts her head. The mirror shows a face streaked with tears she hadn't even noticed when she started crying. Then shakes out more pills, swallows them again. Outside the window, night gradually fades. The sky's edge, lightning. Early morning. Alarm rings. Madelyn wakes from the couch. Camera follows her to the vanity. She sits down, picks up the brush, slowly runs it through her tangled long hair. Office. Madelyn sits at her desk, surrounded by piles of documents. She signs, flips through, focused but exhausted. Outside, daylight fades. She doesn't notice, just keeps her head down working. A light flicks on Anne, assistant turning it on before leaving. She looks up, dazed, finally notices it's already night. She signs the last document, closes the folder, rubs her temples. The headache has been there all along, just suppressed by medication. Madelyn returns home, pushes open the door, pitch black inside. She flicks the switch, light floods the empty living room. She walks to the couch, sits down, takes out the pill bottle from her bag, shakes out a few pills. No hot water, so she swallows them with cold. She leans back on the couch, eyes closed. Images flash through her mind. She opens her eyes, a tear sliding down her cheek. She murmurs, "What if it wasn't you who saved me?" Late night, Madelyn awakens in pain. She sits up, holding her forehead, cold sweat beading. Suddenly, hurried footsteps in the hallway, approaching. They stop outside the door.